everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then I welcome you. If you love watching handbag videos, then definitely hit the subscribe button. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright guys, so today I am really excited about this particular video because I am going to be talking about items that did not quite make the cut to my YouTube channel. I know most of the time when I do reveals for you guys, I like to actually do reveals on bags that I am just in love with and that I plan on keeping in my collection. There has been a few times where I have showed you all some items and decided to return it, but most of the time when I do that because I want to tell you the reason why I'm not keeping it. I feel like that can also be helpful too. There has been some times where I've just been so mad and frustrated that I could not make a YouTube video because, yeah, I just don't want to be that person to just, go cray-cray on camera. So the first bag that I want to show you guys is one that I do regret, and I do plan on adding this bag back into my collection. And that is none other than the Dooney & Bourke Florentine Twisted Strap Hobo in the color Natural. When I purchased this bag, I was still new to Dooney, so I didn't quite know how the whole Florentine thing worked. I wish that I would have done what I do now, and that is research a bag before purchasing it. I did not do that, so I didn't know what to expect when it came to this particular bag. So when the bag arrived at my house, guys, absolutely loved it, loved how it looked on me. But the thing that turned me off is the scratches and the tiger stripes that were on this bag. Had I known that at that time that Florentine does scratch easily, I probably would have kept it. But I thought that there was something wrong with the bag, so I returned it, and I regret it till this day. But yeah, that bag will be back in my collection soon. So the next bag that I want to tell you guys about is also a Dooney & Bourke bag. It is going to be the Pebble Grain Cooper Hobo in the color Strawberry. So again, I was new to Dooney, did not really research this bag prior to getting it. So when I purchased the bag and got it, I loved it. I loved the silhouette, but there was one thing that I did not care for, and that was the color. In the words of Mrs. Q, womp womp womp. But I have not given up on the Cooper Hobo. I am going to get that back. The next few items that I'm going to go over are items that I recently tried to obtain. And when I say recent, I mean within the last maybe 5 or 6 months. So, the next item that I tried to actually swoop up is the YSL card case. So, I purchased this card case from, Saks Fifth Avenue. Received the card case, was super duper happy, but once I opened it, I became really disappointed because this card case actually had a stitching that had popped on it. The first one did, and yes, I did actually try to get another one. So the first one had a pop stitch on it. I did return that one, and I actually repurchased it. Okay, from Saks and Fifth. So I repurchased it and got it, opened it up, and was like, whoa, this one is worse than the first one. Like, I could have dealt with the pop stitch. Of course, I would not do that, though, because if you guys know anything about those card cases, they are not cheap. So once I purchased it, I noticed that the leather was peeling on it, and it was also, the glue was kind of coming apart. The glue that held it together was kind of, I guess, sticky, you could say. And yeah, I was not having that. So I did return that and just counted it as a loss. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to have. I don't know. I will probably try YSL later on in the future, but I don't see me trying it again in the near future. If I do try it though, then I will most likely have to go into somebody's store and see it and then purchase it. Now, this next item that I purchased was an item from Dooney & Bourke. I actually purchased this during one of their awesome sales, and I absolutely loved the way this bag looked. So I ended up ordering it. And it was the Alto, let's see, because I cannot remember. Okay, I cannot remember the name of that bag right off, but I will paste it somewhere up here. But yeah, it was an Alto bag. It was my very first Alto bag, so I was so excited about it. I actually even did an unboxing on it originally because I did plan on showing you all that bag. But once I actually got that bag out of the box, out of its dust bag, I started inspecting it, and I'm like, are you really serious? So you guys know Alto bags aren't cheap, so I expect for my bag to look perfect and new. It is what it is. That's just my preference. So of course, as I'm inspecting the bag, I do find a scuff. And it wasn't a scuff that I put there. So I continued to look around this bag, and then the next thing that caught my eye was the handles. The handles, it kind of looked like someone was kind of trying to bend them down. I don't know, but the handles had creases on it. So I'm like, you know what? This bag was I'm pretty sure it was returned. I'm pretty sure it was a return. Someone had carried this bag, because the next thing I knew, I looked on the inside of the bag. I tried to capture photos of this, but the bag had white spots all in the interior, guys. And it was disgusting. So I just knew I had to return that bag, and that is what I did. I was so frustrated I couldn't even make a video. So that one just did not make it. It didn't make the cut. But I will say that I wouldn't mind having that silhouette in my collection, because I really did like how that looked. Now, this next bag that I'm going to talk to you guys about is one that has been quite popular on YouTube. My dear handbag sister, DJ King, has this bag in both sizes, as well as a couple different leathers. And when I tell y'all she wears that bag well, she wears it well, okay? The bag that I am talking about is the Camden Hobo, the large Camden Hobo. I ain't never owned a bag that tried to eat me, but this bag right here did try to demolish me. Like, it was so huge. So yes, I just had to return that bag. I didn't even want to make a video because I was so, like, embarrassed by how it looked on me. So yeah, that bag I returned back so quick, but I have not given up on the Camden Hobos. I do plan on trying out the regular size just to see if I like it, but I don't want to order it and then get it to see if I like it. I want to go into somebody's store and see how it looks on me first. So that's what I plan on doing. So yeah, that is the Camden Hobo. All right, guys, so we have made it to the end. The last item that I am going to talk to you about is one that I did have high hopes for, and I just prayed that it was in great condition. Because of my whole YSL situation with me ordering from Saks, a department store, I decided that the next luxury item that I ended up getting and wanted to try out, I would actually buy directly from the company. So the company that I purchased this item from is Gucci. I've always wanted to actually own a Gucci piece, but I wanted to start off with an SLG first to see how the leather was. So I ended up ordering this Gucci Marmont card case in the color red. Of course, I did do my research on this card case. I know Joshy Michael has this card case, and I just fell in love with that red, guys. So I purchased this item. I was told that it was still in production, so it was gonna take about a month to get to me. I was okay with that because I'm thinking, all right, it's coming straight off the press. I'm gonna get this brand new card case and everything's gonna be all good, right? All right. So I get this card case, right, and I'm super duper excited. Of course, when I first got it, the packaging was amazing. I love how Gucci packaged everything. Took it out of the box, took photos, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. I love it. So I'm already like getting out bags to see what it's gonna go with. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go really good with that Tory Burch bag that I got. And I'm doing all of this and doing all of that. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me chill and inspect this thing first to make sure it's good, because yeah, I'm looking at it and it looks good, but I need to thoroughly inspect this. So I take it up like this and I'm looking around at it, look down, and I'm like, am I really seeing this? Guys, I kid you not, when I turned that card case to the side to check out them corners and saw that cornerware, I was so upset. There were so many emotions going through. First, I was like, okay, I'm returning it. Then I was like, no, I'm going to exchange it. Then I'm like, you know what? I'll deal with it. So I reached out to Gucci and I let them know what was going on. She was like, all right, we'll open up a claim for you. Someone will be in touch with you soon to get that replaced. All right? So a few days go by. I didn't hear anything. A week goes by. I didn't hear anything. The longer I'm waiting, I'm just making these kind of decisions on what I should do. Should I keep it? Should I just deal with it? But then when I realized that no one had reached out to me after a week, after she told me that someone would be reaching out to me shortly, I just said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going through this right now. Nope. So I returned that. I will say this. When I purchase anything else that's going to be luxury and new, I'm going to have to go into the store once again. I will not be purchasing anything online again. And I do want to also say this too. With that Gucci card case, with me comparing that leather to that Tory Burch bag, the leather felt exactly the same. Tory Burch has a really awesome quality. And if you guys have not tried out her bags, if you haven't tried out her quilted lambskin bags, you need to try it out because it's thebomb.com. Alright guys, so that is that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was lots of fun recording it. If you did enjoy it, then definitely give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.